Hey guys, this is Derek at DealDog CRM. Today I'm going to walk you through our new calculator and all the cool functions that we've got up and running for you now. So hang tight and let's jump into it here. Alright, so this is the main screen, calculator.dealdogcrm.com. Okay, so now this is tied in directly into your Go High Level system, DealDog CRM. So it captures all your users' information and everything. Alright, so there's three ways you can get into the calculator. And one, you can be a DealDog user, be signed up as a user, you can get in here, or you can have a user code, which is provided by a DealDog user. So each user has their own specific code. They can hand it out to wholesalers, bird dogs, anybody they want that wants to enter deals, or they can hand it out to buyers if buyers want to put their buy box in the system to be matched up to deals. Okay, or I have a guest feature where guests can come in and just check out the calculator, and they can actually sign up to be buyers as well through there. So today we're just going to jump in through I have a user code entry, and I'm going to show you guys around, okay? So click on that. Go ahead and enter your user code that you got from your DealDog user. Verify, and put in your information here. Alright, start submitting deals. Okay, so the first screen you're going to come into here is the deals screen. Alright, you got deals, you got your buyers tab, and your AI analyzer tab. Alright, jumping back to the deals tab, you see we've got 16 different deal types that you can select from, okay? And the reason I did 16 different ones is because I have 16 different AI engines in the back that each deal goes to, and I have tuned each one of those engines to underwrite these specific types of deals. Okay, so I can continue to tune those in, make them better for you, make the AI analysis even better. Okay, so you can see we have almost everything you want to, any type of deal type you want to use out there to be able to analyze. So as you enter your information, you just scroll on down, and then you can later submit it. As you can see though, each field is also dynamic to each deal type, okay, collecting the information that you need to be able to underwrite that deal type. Alright, so let's do a quick intro here with the single family flip property. We'll just put a test property in here and let you see how the whole system works. Alright, let's say it's 150,000. Sounds good. And let's say that ARV is 365,000. Alright. It's let's call it a 3-2. And let's say it's 1,850 square feet. And then your rehab level, you can pick from 3 preset levels, or you can enter a custom value down here for your rehab repair estimate. Okay, we'll just stick with medium for this one. And then your underwriting assumptions, so you have your standard assumptions that are already built in, and it'll calculate based on those, or you can enter your own custom assumptions in there. We'll stick with the standard for this, and then you keep scrolling down, and it gives you an instant analysis on that property you just entered. So as you can see, this one would be a strong buy at those numbers, a nice profit there if you're a flipper, profit margin, deal score, so that's something I have in the back end. That means it basically matched every single criteria that I've set up in there. It gives you what your price should be if you were using the 70% rule. If you're a wholesaler, you'll understand that. And basically this is saying, hey, you're getting it at 50,000 under the 70% rule price. Okay, So we can change that. Watch this. If we go and we put our purchase price in now at $225,000. Ooh, look at that. Changed everything. Now it's telling you, yeah, this might not be such a good deal. Okay, now we're 25,000 over the 70% rule. Okay, so let's switch it back real quick. Though, we want a good deal today, right? We want good deals. All right, then it gives you a cost breakdown of everything you want to see here. Keep moving down. Cash required. This shows you how much cash you got to come based on the assumptions and everything. About $28,700. And if you're a cash buyer and you're just going to buy it out cash, then it recalculates and gives you your net profit there and tells you down here what you actually saved or made in addition without the financing costs. Okay. And then down here you can submit it for an AI analysis or submit it for matching and AI analysis. All right, if you submit it for matching, that basically means it's going to go in, it's going to be analyzed by the AI engine that is specific for that deal type that you selected, and then it will go through the matching system, and it's going to look for all the buyers in the system that match that have the buy box that match this deal. Okay, and then the user is going to get an email back and notifying them that, and then they can reach out and try to make a deal. Okay, so we're not going to submit it right now because we're going to continue on. We're going to jump over here and check out the AI analyzer next. So basically you kind of can do the same thing from here, except you're actually talking to AI here. So this is just an AI chat window here. So I'm just going to tell it, hey, I'm going to go ahead and submit a deal here. I'm giving you a sub 2 deal to analyze. And it's going to sit there and talk to you. And then look at that. It selected subject to by itself. And now it's wanting to know the address and everything else. So actually, about 2 minutes before we jumped on here, I went on Facebook and I found the first deal on there. And it was a subject to deal. I changed the address here on it, but we're going to use this. So you can actually copy and paste it from an email, from Facebook, whatever, and just plug it in there. And if you have any files or anything associated with it, you can add those files. Okay, like if you have P&Ls, rent rolls, anything, you can add them in there. The AI is actually going to open them and look at them. It has to be one of these file types, and if it's an Excel file, you got to change it to CSV first. Okay, but you throw that in there, and that AI is going to take a look at it. Now he's looking at the numbers we just sent in, and it's going to say, okay, it's got all this, but I still need additional information before I'll let you submit it to the system, because the system requires specific information to do the minimum AI underwriting on it. Okay, so it's asking here, it needs a couple more details. It wants to know your ARV for the property. Let's say the ARV is $425,000. Okay. And do you have an estimate for monthly rent? Sure, we'll just say $2,400. And you don't have to do a lot. It'll keep asking you until it gets what it needs to submit it. All right. So it's got everything you need, but it's going to ask you a few more questions to help you match up better and to get better underwriting. Do you need any repairs or rehab work done? We'll just say no repairs. All right. Are you charging a bird dog or connector fee or an assignment fee or anything on this? It will say we want $10,000. Okay. When do you need your offers in by? We'll just say March 28th, end of the month here. All right, last one. And if you have a photo link, you want to include it, especially of the front of the property or your main photo that you would post it somewhere with. because this is going to go out in the emails to buyers and stuff. So you want your best photo up there. All right. Go ahead and submit that. And there you go. Everything is all set now for the underwriting. So now you're ready to submit it. Go ahead and submit. Now it's sending the deal in to that AI underwriting engine for subject 2 specifically. It gives you a breakdown of the deal here that you entered. All right. So now next thing, you're going to very quickly get an email coming in. Oh, and look at that. There it is. There's your AI underwriting analysis on that deal. Okay, so you see your AI score came through 55 out of 100. So the rating system is basically saying, that's not a very good deal. All right, and then it'll break it all down for you down through here. It's going to give you all the numbers on everything. And if it's a subject to deal, it's going to be looking at it from the perspective of if it's a good wrap or not either. So it's giving you all these numbers. Rental analysis, if it was a rental, you could cash flow about 203. Some people would love that. Now the wrap strategy, that's not a terrible strategy for this one. It's got some equity in there. Gives you some strengths. This is all the AI breakdown right down here, okay? Red flags, it's got a high interest rate, so that kind of hurts that deal a little bit. Your entry cost is a little high, 14.5. You want to stay usually under 10% on a subject to, and gives you some pointers on negotiations and stuff. Basically, get a better deal, right? And then come back and resubmit it, okay? Because it didn't go through the matching system. Because it was a pass, it's not allowed to proceed and be matched with buyers because it's not a very good deal. All right, so that's kind of that one. Let's jump back into the calculator here, and I'll show you the buyers tab now. So if you have buyers out there, you can take that same code that each user has. They can go in and they can enter their own buy box in here, or you can do it for them, whatever. But if they want to come in and enter it, they can do that. All right. Let's just say test buyer. I'll show you the email that comes back on it here too. Okay. CRM. And then you can select all the deal types that the buyer likes to buy, property types, and the target markets that you want to be in, your price ranges, okay, and what type of property conditions and rehabs you want to get into, and your funding status. If you're coming in with cash, you can only pick one of those. And then your financing types. You can pick as many as you want. Add some additional notes that'll stay with the deal. And then go ahead and register as a buyer. So boom. Now you are registered in the DealDog system, in the DealDog network as a buyer. Alright, so what that means is when deals come in, they're going to get, if they match your buy box, the DealDog user is going to get an email. And they're going to say, hey, this deal just matched a test buyer over here, and let's see if he's interested in doing a deal. So they'll be able to email you and start that conversation. Let me show you the deal that just came in here. So this is the buyer buy box. So this is the email you're going to get back when you enter that buy box. It restates everything you entered. Okay. And basically you're in the system now. And if you ever want to go back and change your buy box, just go in and re-sign in, use the same email that you used before, and it'll automatically just overwrite what you had in there, and you'll be up to date. So that's the power of the DealDog calculator CRM system integrated with Go High Level. So all of these contacts and everything end up back in your Go High Level system as contacts. You can set up workflows and reach out and contact them, and get out there and do some deals and do it easily. Fast underwriting. You can throw a lot of deals through this system, match a lot of deals to buyers. It's very powerful. So if you guys got any questions, go ahead and reach out to me, Derek at DealDogCRM.com. Looking forward to talking to you. Thanks. Have a great day.